I had a person from the building calling me about a rescue dog that was rescued in Asia. And this dog was neutered without their permission somewhere when they were adopting it. And basically, they took the dog and neutered it or spayed it. Unfortunately, this pup has cancer right now. There's going to be a lot of back and forth between rescue organizations and shelters to say, well, this would be irresponsible to actually spare dogs' hormones. And they immediately assume that we are saying, do not spay, do not neuter. But there are alternatives that spare the hormones. And this is what we need to emphasize, because if people realize that we don't need to get rid of our objective to prevent overpopulation and homelessness and still keep our dogs healthy. I think that this is the main point that we want to make, right?
Yes. And I think Linda's brought up already ovary-sparing spay and vasectomy. Unfortunately, there are not very many veterinarians that are trained in these techniques, although frankly, I don't know they're not that much more difficult than doing a regular spay or neuter. There are other options beyond that. So including, waiting and delaying. Outside of the US, there are implants of a gonadotropin releasing hormone inhibitor that will prevent fertility. But in both of your cases, it can be used to actually support a dog that is experiencing symptoms of what I'm calling spay-neuter syndrome, just because I feel like we need to put a label so that we can have a more cognizant discussion about what's going on. And the race is on to find a permanent way to prevent unwanted pregnancies and breeding that involve an injection or some other procedure that would last a lifetime.